Okay, so tonight we're going to practice the awareness exercise like I promised that we would during the class this afternoon. The awareness exercise is designed to help us develop the faculty which will allow us to be aware of the presence of God and have the experience of the presence of God at will. And we all have an awareness faculty because God is awareness and God is expressing itself as us. We are individual awarenesses having a human experience, and the human experiences appear to have awarenesses. And our awareness faculty is a higher faculty than the five physical senses or than the mental sense. We're aware of our seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling. And we're aware of our thinking. So the awareness faculty is separate from these faculties and higher. And we can direct it to physical objects or to mental objects or to spiritual objects. And we're going to practice a little bit tonight directing our awareness faculty. So we'll begin at the physical level, and I'm asking you now, everybody, please be aware of your right ear. And just do that. Don't think about it. Just be aware of your right ear. Your awareness faculty knows how to do that. Don't touch it with your hand or anything like that. Don't use that sense, and don't visualize it. That would be using a thinking sense. Just be aware of your right ear. And I'm sure you all can do that. And now, just to change things up, be aware of your left foot. Same thing, don't visualize it, don't open your eyes and check to see that it's there. Just be aware of your left foot. And you might notice that while you're being aware of your left foot, you're no longer being aware of your right ear. And if you go back to being aware of your right ear, you'll lose awareness of your left foot. It's a directable faculty that we can place wherever we want. And incidentally, we can be aware of both ears. Do that now. Be aware of both ears. And we can increase it. Now, increase your awareness of your ears. Just increase your awareness of your ears. Just tell yourself, okay, increase awareness of my ears. And you can increase it again. And if you're practicing this at home at some point in the future from an MP3 of this, this might be a good point at which to pause the MP3 and practice a while, being aware of feet and knees and eyes and noses and elbows, and increasing the awareness and decreasing the awareness until you're quite convinced that you have a awareness faculty and that you can direct it to various parts of your body and increase it and decrease it. So now, take a minute and be aware of your thoughts. Be aware of whatever you're thinking, or be aware of the space between thoughts. Whatever's happening in your mind, don't try to control it. Just watch what's happening there. Prove to yourself that you can be aware of your thoughts, which you are every time you notice that you're thinking, and that you can be aware of the spaces between thoughts. And again, if you're practicing on your own, you can pause the MP3 at this point and practice being aware of your thoughts and being aware of the space between thoughts. Now your awareness faculty is also capable of being aware of spiritual things. And we can start immediately just by being aware of I. Say it to yourself a couple of times quietly. I. I. Don't be aware of the sound of the word in your voice, but be aware of the feeling that you get, the sensation that you get, the awareness that you get when you say I, or think I to yourself. So be aware of your own I. And again, increase your awareness of your I. And you can look at it with your awareness, be aware of it. You can see if you're aware of where it's located. You can see if you're aware of any boundaries to it. Become aware of the size or the extent or the limitless extent of your I. Again, you can pause the MP3 at this point and practice being aware of I. If you encounter any difficulties at any point, always just back up to the preceding step and practice there for a while. Increase your faculty there. Working anywhere increases your control of your awareness faculty. So develop these awarenesses sequentially until you are comfortable being aware of your own I. And now you can be aware of the silence or the spaciousness, or whatever word you want to call it, surrounding I, or engulfing I, or containing I. The silence and the space that your I is within. And you can increase your awareness of the silence. And finally, we can move from the individual sense of I to the total sense of I, the silence, the spaciousness, the individual sense of I, and the I behind all of this, the awareness itself, the awareness with which you're aware of your I, and with which you're aware of the silence or the spaciousness containing I. Be aware of this awareness. And increase that awareness. As advertised, you are now experiencing the presence of God and experiencing your oneness with God. Spending 15 or 20 minutes a day, or perhaps twice a day, practicing this exercise for 1 month will practically guarantee your ability to experience the presence and oneness of God at will in a second or two. Thank you.